Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
Your Honor, I only had two beers that night.
You had 2 beers?
Yes, I did, Your
No, you
Honor.
didn't.
I have proof.
Deputy Thomas, whenever someone's asked about alcohol, what's the typical response?
I had 2 beers.
I had 2 beers. Never fails. Someone gets arrested for DUI. Have you been drinking? Yes. How many drinks? 2 beers. The whole purpose behind law is to right wrong. I want justice to be something that isn't this foreign concept.
Justice knows no boundaries. The truth will be heard. Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. David Eaton is suing his former co-worker Lauren Delahaye in the amount of $5,674. He says he lost his job because the defendant ratted him out to their employer. Ms. Delahaye claims she was doing the right thing and shouldn't be punished for it.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. All right, Mr. Eaton, talk to me.
Hi, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
The reason for me being here today is I am suing Ms. Delahaye for broken smart glasses. And these smart glasses, it's a company that I'm working for. It's a new prototype we're working on.
But they were in your position, right?
Yes, they were.
Because I read
On
and considered
both of
the complaint. You had these glasses, and the glasses can do all sorts of things, right?
Correct, yeah. They can do anything from recording videos, taking pictures,
Right.
surfing the web or whatnot, and
Okay.
much more.
And why did you have them?
Pretty much, we had a convention going on, E3, in the city of Los Angeles, and I was doing a showcase. Everything went smooth.
And Ms. Delahaye was also there.
Yes, she was, yes.
And what were you doing there?
I was there as his partner to help do our presentation.
Because
on
you
the
were,
glasses.
and do you have the same position at the company?
No,
we
I'm
don't.
a software engineer.
You're a software engineer.
Yeah,
and
for the
you
glasses.
I'm a software developer.
You work for the same company, you have different roles, but the two of you end up going to this convention.
Exactly.
What was the purpose of you going with the glasses?
Well, the purpose was just,
Just create a little buzz.
Right, a little
marketing.
buzz, a
It's
little,
going to be the next big hit.
All right. You guys do the presentation, no problem. And then what?
It went perfect. So later that night, I get a call, from Ms. Delahaye calling me, asking me, hey, you want to go out?
So, Ms. Delahaye, what happens?
Okay, so I had called him up, saying it was just a long day. We got back to our
So it's
hotel
true that you called and said, let's just go
I did.
get a drink and hang
It was
out.
just a long day. I wanted to go out and celebrate. We're here in LA for one more night, and let's just go hit the town, live
Okay.
it up a little.
So you guys go out.
Correct. He had asked me, hey, should I bring the glasses? I told him no, it was not a good idea.
Your Honor, that is not true. That's completely
That is
false.
true, because if anything were to happen to those glasses, we are both liable for it.
All right.
So we signed a contract, and I actually have that contract right
Show me.
here.
Now, what do you mean if anything were to happen to the glasses?
Well, Your Honor, that's the thing. She called me, asked me, hey, you should bring them along. And,
For what?
First thing I thought, this is not a good idea. I don't want to be liable for anything that happens at the bar. Because we
The company entrusted the glasses to you.
just
Yes.
for the convention.
All right. You're saying that Ms. Delahaye kept telling you, urging you
She
to
kept
bring the
begging me,
glasses.
asking me,
You
please,
kept saying
can you bring
what?
them? I said, no, I cannot do that.
All right. So how did the glasses leave your room?
Your Honor, she begged me, and, she pleaded
How
with me, please.
did the glasses leave
Yeah.
the room?
I took the glasses, Your Honor.
Okay.
She begged me. I trusted her. I had confidence in her. I thought it was going to be smooth, like the convention, So I didn't really think...
Personnel must be authorized to use the proprietary equipment for official business only. Only is bolded
Yeah,
and
Your Honor.
capped.
Your Honor, she also signed that
The
agreement.
glasses are prohibited in the following areas. Nightclubs. Public social events. Bars. Why are you laughing?
He just shouldn't have brought the glasses out.
Who brought up the issue of the glasses?
Who brought what?
Did you bring up the issue of the glasses first?
Well, he brought the glasses out.
Your Honor, she...
Did you say to him, bring the glasses?
No,
You sure?
positive. He asked if he should bring the glasses out. I said it was a bad idea.
You called
Not at
him.
all.
I called him to see if he wanted to
Said,
go
let's
out.
go out.
Yes,
His response was, okay, should I bring the glasses?
correct. That was his. He asked if
Do
he.
you think I'm stupid?
No.
That didn't happen.
Your Honor,
I know you're confused. I'm very clear.
Your Honor.
He did not say, should I bring the glasses? He didn't say that. All right, so now keep going. So you bring the glasses.
Yes, we get
You
to-
made the decision to do so.
Yes, Your Honor. We get to the bar. We're all having a good time, having a couple of drinks. you know, and she asked me, hey, is it possible for you to bring out the glasses? I was like, you know what? Not right now. There's too many people. There's a crowd.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
What do you remember happening?
We were having drinks at the bar.
How many drinks?
Couple.
How many?
I had 2.
No, it's not true, Your Honor.
What were you drinking?
A blue Hawaiian and a lemon drop.
Blue Hawaiian. Lemon drops have vodka in it, right?
Yes.
You were buzzed.
But he was intoxicated.
No, I'm
No, I
just
wasn't,
saying.
Your Honor. Your Honor, I
What
only
did
had
you drink?
Your Honor, I only had 2 beers that night.
You only
No.
had 2 beers.
Yes, I did, Your
No, you
Honor.
didn't.
I have proof.
Deputy Thomas, whenever someone's asked about alcohol, what's the typical response?
Coming up on America's Court.
This is a fact. I have proof that says otherwise.
Show me. Something better say, it was only 2 beers. Or I'm going to have an attitude.
And later,
Has not had any problems with
The
fleas.
person who moved into her apartment
Yes,
afterwards.
and I still adopt dogs at the same rate.
Do they have ferrets? Probably not.
closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. We're back with the case of David Eaton, who is suing Lauren Delahaye for wrongful termination.
I have proof.
Deputy Thomas, whenever someone's asked about alcohol, what's the typical response?
I had 2 beers.
I had 2 beers. Never fails. Someone gets arrested for DUI. Have you been drinking? Yes. How many drinks? 2 beers. I mean, it's almost like nothing else come to mind. It's 2 beers.
Your Honor, but this is a fact. I have proof that says otherwise.
Show me. Something better say, it was only 2 beers. Or I'm going to have an attitude. So you're telling me she had 4 drinks.
She did.
No, that's not true.
All right. There are 6 drinks listed here. There's only 1 for a beer. You said you had 2 beers.
It's probably not on there. It was probably free. I'm not sure. I only had 2
Stop.
beers, Your Honor.
Stop. You're undermining your own case. You're digging a hole. Stop digging. There's 1 drink listed here. Before I got the evidence, I said there better be something that indicates 2 beers. Because I said anytime someone says it's 2 beers, it's not true.
Well,
Did
Your
I
Honor-
not say that?
Your Honor.
Did I not say that?
Yes.
All right. You also have given me the receipt reflecting the cost of the glasses because the glasses got damaged.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's talk about that.
So, when we were in the bar, you know, she was heavily, you know, drinking. You know, she was drunk, I could say, you know, and she was acting pretty wild.
No.
Taking a lot of drinks, you know, she was drinking a lot, you know, just pretty much picking fights. And, you know, she did get into an argument, you know, with a little scuffle with another woman at the bar. And, you know, they ended up swinging at each other,
That's
you
not
know,
how it
fighting,
happened.
pulling hair. And that's what I saw. I stepped in, you know, I started breaking everything apart. And by that time, the bouncer comes in. You know, he comes in rushing, pushing everybody out the way. And that's when he pushes me. I fall. I drop the smart glasses, and they shatter. Pretty much that's that.
Got it. I got it.
It was very hard, Your Honor, because I had faith in her. I trusted her. Nothing would go wrong. You know,
Faith in me.
If it
You
wasn't
should have not brought the glasses out.
Your Honor, if it wasn't for the drinks, everything would be fine.
So you
Real
broke
nice.
the glasses, and you have to pay for it. And that's what this is about.
Yes.
right.
So by the time we get back to our hotel, me and her, you know, come up with a simple story, you know, to tell our bosses, hey, you know, this is what happened.
You conspired with her to lie to your bosses.
Yeah, you know.
And so what you're telling me is you're comfortable with lying. So you made up a lie so they would cover the cost of the glasses. And what happened?
Well, a week later, I get called into the boss's office. You know, he sits me down and he hands me a stack of papers. And it's termination papers. I'm fired. Also, there's a check included on there for 10 grand. And the damaged glasses, you know, they're taking that away from my check. So pretty much, I'm liable now. You know, they took the money away from me now, so.
I get it. So the bottom line is you got penalized for lying, and you got penalized for making the decision to take the glasses out.
But, Your Honor,
Is that what you're telling me?
Your Honor,
Is that what you're telling me?
No, Your Honor,
Is
you're not,
the-
I
you're not telling
trusted
me
her,
that.
Your Honor. You know,
Are you telling me that you got fired because you didn't tell the truth and that you made the decision to take the glasses out?
Your Honor, if
is
it was-
that what you're telling me?
No, I am not, Your Honor.
What are you telling me?
If it wasn't for her drinking, this would have never happened.
Got
Your
it.
Honor.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel comes down in favor of the defendant. You should have been fired. You're a grown man. You were entrusted with this opportunity to make your company look good. You failed miserably, and you want to blame everybody else. And you're not 10. You're grown up. And if you make the decision to do something you knew you had no business doing, and then lying about it.
But, Your Honor.
You're not talking, you're listening.
Your Honor.
You're not.
I'm listening, Your Honor.
You're listening?
Yes, I am.
Your matter's dismissed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
Obviously, the judge ruled correctly. He got what he deserved.
Why should I have to pay for her mistakes? It's not fair.
Coming up on America's Court.
Has not had any problems with
The
fleas.
person who moved into her apartment
Yes,
afterwards.
and I still adopt dogs at the same rate.
Do they have ferrets? Probably not.
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Robin LeGrand is suing her former neighbor Sandy Baker in the amount of $750. She says her apartment was infested with fleas because of the defendant's dog. Ms. Baker claims the plaintiff has no proof her dog is to blame and that this ridiculous lawsuit should be dropped.
So talk to me. You got this deal with about $750 and fleas and
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
where do we start?
It all starts at my apartment, I guess you could say. I have a horrible infestation. I have fleas.
Okay.
I did not know.
And did you have pets or any sort of problems before?
No, Your Honor. I have 2 ferrets now, which they've developed a flea problem, which I didn't know ferrets could have a flea problem.
And why ferrets of all the...
They're
options?
easy to take. They don't talk back. You know.
Neither do fish.
That's true. Well, I'll consider fish next time.
Yeah. And so the ferrets brought the fleas, or
No, sir.
the fleas came and attacked the ferrets?
No, it actually, when Miss Baker moved in, she brought the fleas with her. She is a foster parent for dogs. She rescues dogs from a kill shelter.
Is that true, Miss Baker?
Yes, I do. I've rescued several dogs over the past 15 years.
Are you all living in an apartment?
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
sir.
And where is your apartment in relation to yours?
It's like 15 feet from mine.
I'm
So
2
you're not
doors.
next door neighbors?
No, I'm 2 doors down.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an apartment in between the two of you.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been living at that location?
3 years, Your Honor.
And in the 3 years, you hadn't had any sort of problem?
Never. I even have a next door neighbor. She has a dog. She doesn't have any fleas. I've conversed with all my other neighbors. They don't have any fleas. It's all Miss Baker at this point.
My apartment's sat empty for a long time, and sometimes I'm not sure. No one lived there for a while, and sometimes fleas can inhabit a place like that and not become active until someone or something with blood comes in.
Your Honor?
Well, did you notice her apartment prior to her moving in February?
I did, since I've lived there for 3 years.
Right.
There
How
was
long was it empty before she moved in?
I would say at the very most 6 months, maybe. They did redo the apartments. They have updated our building since then.
When you went in there, did you have any concerns about the cleanliness of the apartment?
Not at the time, but I wasn't really looking for that. I had just wanted to move into that neighborhood for a really long time, and I was just happy to have an apartment that took dogs.
Did you move in with a dog?
Yes, sir.
All right, so between February and June, is that accurate? Did you start noticing fleas in June?
I started noticing the fleas in April.
Okay. And the person that lives next door to you?
Did not complain.
All right.
The way I've been getting the fleas, Your Honor, is I let my ferrets run around in the hallway. I've been doing it.
Why do you do that?
Because, I mean, they got to get out, man. I mean, even though they are ferrets.
It was actually something that I suggested maybe she not do when she told me she had a flea problem.
You didn't suggest it. You rudely told me I need to keep my flea bags in my apartment.
I didn't rudely tell you anything. I
Did you
gave
call
you...
the ferrets flea bags?
Absolutely not. I love animals. Yes, I rescue dogs, but I do like ferrets.
She doesn't have the problem in terms of having fleas in her home, correct?
Not right now, no. I took care of that.
Okay, that changes things. What did you have to take care of?
I had to bomb the apartment with a flea bomb.
Ah.
I have been on the phone with my landlord.
Wait, we're going to go through this one step at a time because you had just moved in February.
Yes, sir.
So when did you have to bomb the apartment?
April?
Coming up on America's Court.
Yes, and I still adopt dogs at the same rate.
Do they have ferrets? Probably not.
They have cats.
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Robin LeGrand, who is suing Sandy Baker to recoup the cost of pest control services.
What had caused the problem to the extent, because if you moved in February, March, that's not even 90 days, and you're having to bomb?
Yes, sir.
And it was at your expense?
Yes, sir.
In mine, Your Honor. I've had to call the Orcaman 3 times to come out.
As have I. I called our landlord, but he said he doesn't cover these types of things.
And I've never, ever came across a problem like this before, Your Honor.
$750 is what, Ms. LeGrand?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I have evidence with the bills.
Thanks. And so the 3 times for the people to come out and try to solve the problem, did it ultimately resolve itself?
Ultimately, I had to move out.
The person that lives there currently has not had any problems with
The
fleas.
person who moved into her apartment
Yes,
afterwards?
and I still adopt dogs at the same rate.
Do they have ferrets? Probably not.
They have cats, if you must know.
Probably cats
I
with
know.
fleas.
They actually treat their cats with chemicals,
I get
and
it.
their cats do not suffer.
I get it. Neither of you are bad people. Here's what it comes down to. You have a loss. You've established what you think it is. There's something in the law called causation. And anytime someone sues under a theory of negligence, which is what you're alleging, you're saying that a reasonable person would not behave in her manner. Is the cause of her behavior resulting in you experiencing this tort? And in these sorts of cases, the plaintiff has the burden of proof.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. You're watching America's Court with Judge Ross. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
Now, in criminal cases, the standard of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. Doesn't mean beyond all doubt, but it says, it's pretty high. But in civil cases, it's a presumption of the evidence. And if you look at it in terms of scales, presumption of the evidence is like just a little bit in your favor. Right? Based on the evidence and testimony before this court, the gavel has to come down in favor of the defendant. Because even though your position is strong and I think you're credible, it doesn't tilt in your favor enough because of the issue of the causation. I don't have any direct link to say. Now, is it possible that she caused those fleas?
She's caused me to move out at this point.
It's very possible. But sometimes with the law, just because something happened doesn't mean you can prove it. And I need just a little bit more and I don't have it. So your matter is dismissed. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
I'm really happy with the judgment today. Obviously, I'm going to continue to foster dogs and just be more careful about flea treatments in the future.
I'm not happy with the judge's ruling today. I feel like Miss Baker could have been a lot more responsible with her pets.
Follow America's Court on Facebook and Twitter. This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.